Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of Dumpster Diving, where I jump into the dumpster that is the Apple App Store to find everything and anything associated with pro wrestling. And this week I've dived into the Japanese App Store to find a few games and apps for us to look at. Let's start with our first one. It's called Flying Karate Chop. So on this one all you need to do is just aim and pop your opponent in the head with a flying karate chop. Nice little animation, but this is all there is to it. This is the very definition of an app that's just been churned out. I mean, it looks fine for what it is. If someone's just made this by themselves in the bedroom, then it's fine. But it seems like an actual company's made this. Ultimately, this game is fine for about 10 seconds. Don't give it a download. Our second app is what everybody needs. It's a timer for your ramen noodles. You pop the hot water in and then you have to wait for a certain amount of time. But how do you ever cook noodles without pro wrestling commentary? Well, luckily this app has you covered. You can listen to pro wrestling commentary over the top of the sounds of your noodles gently boiling. If you really, really love wrestling and ramen, then you probably still need to think twice about downloading this app. It's shit. It's shit. It's just fucking shit. The next game that we have for you is actually officially endorsed by Kenta Kobashi, Mr. Burning himself. And this game is called Chop Chop Chop, or as Kenta would say,
Chop Chop Chop.
So the point of this game is simply to
Chop Chop Chop
your opponent into oblivion. You go through several rounds, chopping away by just hitting on your phone. The opponents fight back occasionally at seemingly random times. The graphics are nice, especially when the burning happens. You compete graphically against some definitely not licensed versions of real-world wrestlers, including Terry Gordy, Stan Hansen, and Dr. Death Steve Williams. This game's got a quite nice art style. It is fun for the first round that you play it. And when you start getting real wrestlers to compete against, it does add a little bit of intrigue. But ultimately, it's not really worth logging into a Japanese store to download.
Meh. M-E-H. Meh.
Ugh, this game is asinine. I appear to be playing as Ko-Riki Choshu, who is a comedian knockoff of Riki Choshu, and I have to tap these guys in the gym in order to make them come outside. And when they come outside, all I've got to do is then tap on them, and Ko-Riki will put them into a sharpshooter maneuver. Now, from what I can work out, there is actually other wrestlers in this game, but oh god, I just don't want to play this shit anymore. Get it off my screen, it's terrible. Okay, and in our last app of the day, we have Kaiju Mono, a photo editing app featuring Kota Ibushi, Minoru Suzuki, and Saki Akai. This was released as a tie-in with a Kaiju monster movie, which was released a couple of years back and has some kind of association with DDT. Basically, you can edit yourself into pictures with the stars of the movie, including Ibushi and Minoru Suzuki. So if you've ever wanted to do that, well, you can take a picture next to Minoru Suzuki. Have at it. This is fine for what it's worth. It does what it says on the tin.
Meh. M-E-H. Meh.
So that's it for another episode of Dumpster Diving into the iPhone App Store. Please like this video, give us a subscribe if you fancy it, and hey, come back next time. Sayonara.